Hey, what's up? I want you to picture the first time you hit play on a game or launched a big project on the Nitro 60. It doesn't feel like just another PC. It feels like something that finally gets you, like the gear you always knew you deserved but kept putting off. Before you think too long, check the current price and stock. Systems like this move fast, and waiting usually means paying more later or missing out entirely. You know that moment when your old rig starts to choke? When particle effects stutter, loads take forever, or you end up lowering settings just to keep things smooth. That frustration disappears the instant you fire up this desktop. You go from tolerating lag and compromise to immersive clarity that feels effortless. Once you feel performance at this level, going back to anything weaker feels like stepping into molasses. There's an emotional shift that happens with daily use. Boot times that used to feel like chores become instant. Opening massive worlds, editing high-res video, or just juggling 20 browser tabs feels natural instead of a burden. The combination of the i7-14700F and RTX 5060T isn't just numbers on a spec sheet, it's power you sense every time you're in the zone. Gaming on this feels alive. Motion stays smooth even in chaos. Textures pop. Load screens become tiny blips you barely notice. And when you switch to content creation, everything hums along. Rendering feels satisfying instead of sluggish. You don't fight your hardware, you use it. If you're hesitating because you're unsure whether the jump is worth it, don't let that hesitation become regret. Stock fluctuates. Prices jump. That maybe later can turn into wish I'd pulled the trigger. Every time you circle back to weaker gear, you'll think about what you could have had here. Maybe you're thinking, is a 5060T really that noticeable? It is. The jump in visuals and responsiveness is something you feel, not just see. It keeps your games sharp and your creative workloads snappy. And with 32GB of DDR5 and a 2TB drive, you've got headroom for future titles and big files without constant juggling. Owning something like this changes your workflow and your mindset. You don't hope it will keep up, you know it does. You walk into sessions with confidence instead of hesitation. There's a pride that comes with powerful gear that doesn't just look the part, but performs exactly when you need it. Performance that matches your ambition, speed that eliminates frustration, visuals that pull you deeper, and responsiveness that feels immediate. A desktop that feels built for winners. It's not the least expensive option out there. You'll want good airflow and cable management. At some point you stop comparing and just choose what you already keep picturing in your setup. You don't circle back to weaker options. You go for the one that makes you feel the difference every day. So go check the current price and availability. If you want a gaming desktop that feels alive the moment you turn it on and actually keeps up with what you throw at it, this is it. Make the choice that future you will thank you for.